Hello everyone and welcome back to Fallout 4. I am AutomaTitan, and in the previous episode, well, towards the end of the previous episode, the Corsair that we are going to be calling Steve said that Sean wanted a word. So, hello Sean.
Hello. Tell me, what would you do when someone has stolen you?
Do you even need to ask Sean?
After everything I've been through to find you, I think you already know.
I'm sorry, but of course, you're right. The group that calls themselves the Railroad have acquired several synths from the Institute. Synths that had gone missing in recent months. They no doubt mean to free these synths, in their delusion that synths are somehow sentient. You've been in contact with the Railroad, so you're aware of their misguided beliefs.
I am, but I do somewhat agree with them that the synthetics can be sentient. Not all of them, and as we saw in the previous episode, the synthetics that do get their freedom, in a sense, they can be massively detrimental to the Commonwealth.
They mean well. They're only doing what they think is right.
You dealt with Libertalia. That's the result of their selfish, short-sighted plan.
Unfortunately so, yes.
But lately they have become more emboldened. I'm afraid we've reached the point where a response is necessary. We have learned the current location of these synths, and need to reacquire them before the Railroad can hide them.
Okay, what do you want me to do?
Sounds pretty simple.
Hopefully, yes. But it's important that we act on this soon, before the Railroad has any indication we've tracked them. We also don't want the Brotherhood of Steel getting wind of the presence of the synths. That would only complicate matters.
Aye. Can I have some backup?
Is it just me, or will I have backup?
Of course, sir. We'll be waiting for you outside Bunker Hill. You'll have support should you need it. But we want to keep this small.
Okay, Sean. Okay. I'm hoping that it is, well, I'm hoping that it's Steve who is going to be helping us. Either way, I will see you all in Bunker Hill. Oh, you're not Steve. Who are you?
Hey, Sim.
I've been waiting for you.
I believe so.
So, what's our situation?
I assume you've been briefed?
I have.
Our targets are inside. 4 synths under railroad protection. Majority of the settlement is uninvolved and are expected to run for cover.
Okay, good.
The situation appears to have escalated. Covert approach is likely impossible.
Okay, that's not good news.
Secure the synths and I relay out with them back to the Institute. Clear?
Clear.
Parameters just changed. Going shooting.
Aye.
Requesting backup relay now.
That's not exactly good. But we are going to have a armada of synthetic coursers on the go. This is going to be fun, but unfortunately I get the idea that we are going to have to be dealing with Brotherhood at some point, which is not exactly something we wanted. Hello synthetics, my good friends, and they appear to be acting as some sort of, well, they're effectively acting as if they are part of my own personal army at the moment, which is completely glorious, and that's a vertibird. That is not good. We have the Brotherhood on, the Brotherhood have arrived. The Brotherhood have arrived, so this isn't good for that reason. As Sean said, we didn't exactly want the Brotherhood knowing about the synthetics. Either way, we will be able to deal with this, and we will eliminate every single one of the Brotherhood Knights if need be. Along with that, our synthetics are replaceable, so they are, well, it's not really a big deal if they die, but it is a minor inconvenience, and that was a glorious explosion. Although this isn't good. We have more vertibirds coming in, and we need to find a way inside of the settlement purely so that I can make my way inside and gain access to the synthetics that we are after obtaining. And even though the Institute had even though the Institute abandoned Nick, I am happy that he is completely fine with fighting alongside us against the Brotherhood in the name of the Institute, which, all things considered, it would have been completely justified if Nick felt the need to run away or retreat or anything to that extent. Right, you do not have a key, but I have a level up to apply. What do I want to upgrade? What do I want to upgrade? Come on, let's do this quick, Titan. Let's say toughness, so we have more damage resistance. Oh. That happened. Level up, lose the head. Okay? We're not going to level up, and, well, we have already leveled up. We are not going to apply a perk unless we get in... Oh no, this isn't good. This is the exact scenario... Well, we just... What? Okay. So apparently it auto-saved when I leveled up, which in turn made it so that something happened which resulted in my death. So when the save reloaded, we should have been locked in an instant death. And why is there a super mutant here now? We have the Brotherhood, we have synthetics, we have railroaders on the go, and that's a railroad heavy that we are going to be dealing with momentarily. Look, I'm sorry that you guys are no longer... Well, I'm sorry that I'm no longer in the good graces of the railroad, but if I'm completely honest, I'm not a fan of the railroad. Yes, they are working on freeing synthetics like Harkness in Fallout 3, but at the same time, they make it possible for the previous mission to happen, which I'm not happy about. They made it possible. They made it possible for a synthetic to help arm a raider stronghold with fat men, which I never want to happen again, and I'm just going to pop something which could potentially heal us up full. Pop a Nuka Quantum. You will heal to full. You're a raider. Okay, we have super mutants in the fray. We have synthetics, super mutants, raiders, Brotherhood operatives. What else do we have? We have men and women of the railroad. This is a clusterfuck of a war zone, and as the motto of the game is, war. War never changes. I think it does. I think it changes the more enemies arrive, as it just gets more complicated, because unless you know all of the sides involved, you don't really know who's allied to who. Either way, this is going to be another Brotherhood soldier down, and we are making our way successfully, at least I think, into the house. They could have at least tried to keep the situation in the way that Sean wanted it, but unfortunately our synthetics aren't exactly the best when it comes to stealth. And I freely admit that I am not the greatest when it comes to stealth, but I at least think I would have been able to sneak in here without the railroad getting too angry with me, because me and the railroad, we were kind of on good terms, but not really. They thought I was on their side, but clearly I'm not, considering I'm with the Institute, and that's another sodding vertibird. Come on, let's get the vertibird down. All synthetics focus fire on the vertibird, then we can get the vertibird down and less Brotherhood of Steel moving in. Okay, good one, my friend. I haven't thought of a name for you yet, Corsa. I will think of one by the end of this episode for you, so don't worry about it. You will have a name, just like Steve. And I like the idea. Oh, you're a sergeant. You are going down. Come on, let's get the crit on the go. Okay, let's move out of the way. And... Synth! No! You are allowed to enjoy the idea of causing suffering to the Brotherhood. I don't like the Brotherhood at the moment. At least in this playthrough, me and the Brotherhood are not friends. In a playthrough that I'm going to be doing off camera once we finish the game, I am probably going to be siding with the Brotherhood. I know Raiders want to enter the fray. Raiders want to join this party when this doesn't even remotely concern the Raiders. Come on, synths, get out the way. Get wrecked. Okay, next. Who's next? That's another railroad heavy, and I need to pop something else which will heal me up, and unfortunately the only thing I have at the moment is Nuka-Cola. I really need to stock up on stim packs for the next episode, otherwise we are in a very dire situation. And my good synthetic friends, you are permitted to enjoy inflicting as much pain as necessary. You have a minigun. I love you, you synthetic bastard. You are glorious. You have a minigun. Minigun synthetic, attack the vertibird. Why is the... Okay. That kind of didn't go to plan, but it'll be fine. It'll work out in our favour this time. The minigun synthetic, he did his job a little bit too well. He took out the vertibird. We wanted him to take out the vertibird. Unfortunately, we also wanted to be able to survive that, as even though he did take out the vertibird, he kind of made it so that the vertibird landed on top of us, which, if I'm completely honest, is not a thing that we want. Hello again, Super Mutant. I would usually edit this part out, but I am having a substantial amount of fun. I'm enjoying this. This is a fun mission. Unlike the previous mission, I shouldn't have scrapped that Fat Man. I should not have off-camera scrapped the Fat Man. If I managed to retain the Fat Man, we would be able to nuke the vertibirds as they enter the fray. Either way, we know for next time, or at least I know for my next playthrough, to at least attempt to retain a Fat Man or a missile launcher for when the vertibirds appear or enter the fray. That's another explosion, which is more than likely a vertibird hitting the floor from being explodified. Right, we're going to pop a Nuka-Cola Quantum. This is, yeah, this is epic. This is a glorious fight. And again, my friend, thank you for fighting with us on the fields of the Institutes. Well, thank you for fighting thank you for fighting with us, Nick, in the name of the Institute. They may have discarded you, and you do not know why, but I will find out. I will find you the answers at some point. Synth, don't allow the attacks to continue. Murder every railroad unit. Murder every Brotherhood knight. Murder everyone who stands in our way. We cannot allow the insubordination of the Brotherhood of Steel to continue. They want to lock away our technology. They want to make it so that we cannot restore humankind to its former glory. And why do they want to do that? Because they feel that if we have the technology that we once had, we would ultimately end up destroying the planet. And unfortunately, we have ended up using a rather substantial amount of our ammunition. But thankfully our synthetics use the exact same ammunition as we do, so I can just have a quick little scout around and pick up all of the weapons and their ammunition to restock my glorious little laser rifle. Right, moving on, there should be some more railroad units on the ground, and you can try to hide, you can run, but it's not going to work, railroad. It's really not. I imagine that the other side of this quest were, if in the event that you're on the in the event that you're on the side working for the Brotherhood, I imagine that this quest is somewhat easier, because not only do you have your own Brotherhood units, you also have access to the railroad who are trying to assist. But then again, I don't know that for a fact, and yeah. Let's just see if we can get this vertibird down, And where are our synthetics? We have lost a lot of them. We've still got Nick. We still should have the Corsa that was on our side. And even though I am doing a reasonable amount of damage, I don't really think I have the ability to take out the vertibird. Okay, where is the minigun? Where is the dude who has a minigun? If I can locate the dude with the minigun, everything should fall into place. Another railroad heavy, and a minigun has arrived. Hello, Mr. Minigun. I am AutomaTitan. I will be taking that off you in just a moment. Don't die, don't die, don't die, don't die, don't die, don't die. Okay, the not dying thing, well, we didn't die, so that's glorious. Alternatively, if we died, we more than likely would have had the ability to pop to Diamond City and buy some stim packs. This isn't good. This is a war zone. I hope Nick's okay. Right. Dude with minigun is still alive. Dude with minigun is still alive. One shot. Oh, we didn't get the second. Man with minigun, I need you to drop dead. So, would you kindly become deceased? I mean, I'm not asking a lot, all I want is you to die. Oh, apparently everyone, if you ask a Brotherhood Sergeant to die, he will do just that. I'll take all of this, I'll take all of this, and if not for the fact that that is incredibly heavy armour, I would certainly take that. Right, so I'm going to pop a melon and a hub flower, and I'm going to pop a Radaway, and we are just going to carry on. You might think it's yours, Railroad, but I disagree. Is that a cow? Oh, there's a Brahmin! I'm not going to attack the Brahmin. Right, synthetics, you take care of everything out here. Who are you? You're just a railroad heavy. Right, I will let my men out here deal with you. I'm stealing your Nuka-Cola, I'm stealing your cram. Valentine, he's trying to murder us. Trash Can Carla! Awesome. Trash Can Carla has entered the fray. For all of you who don't know who that is, she is one of the Wastelands traders. I'm enjoying this mission. You know, considering that considering that a lot of our missions over the last couple of days or so haven't exactly been combat orientated, I am incredibly happy that we have a mission along these lines, because I've got to be honest, I love these kind of missions. Right, Trash Can Carla is still here, and please tell me she's on our side. Trash Can Carla is on our side. Carla! Carla? Oh, Carla abandoned us. That's completely fine, although I was hoping to be able to purchase some stim packs before she left. Right, synthetics, come on. We have some railroaders to deal with. Okay, just some railroad heavies. Nothing too difficult to handle, and our synthetics are entering the fray by way of glorious teleportation. Right, let's try this again, shall we, everyone? Ah, hello there, Railroad Heavy. Oh, sorry, synthetic. And a dude with a minigun has followed us, and he knocked out Nick. Why would you knock out Nick? Nick's a bro. You okay, Nick? You are a glorious synthetic. If you follow me and you use that minigun to its fullest extent, you and Nick are going to join me as we take over the wasteland. Come on, synthetics. Come on. We are entering the fray. We are doing battle, and we are defeating the Brotherhood of Steel. Synthetics? Damn. Okay, they are going to be dealing with the entrance, but thankfully we have our own minigun. Okay, members of the railroad, I am AutomaTitan. You met me once, and you know me as the one who murdered a Corsa. Unfortunately for you guys, I am not on your side. So you know what that means. I'm bringing my very own minigun, and we are having a glorious little battle. Or at least we would be in the event that I did not have in the event that I didn't have another encounter with death. Either way, I'm enjoying this mission, as I have already said at least once before. Brotherhood of Steel, Railroad, you will never learn that the Institute is the only way. Right, have you got any stimpaks? No, have you? Unfortunately not. Right, this is a problem. We are on rather low health, and we have nothing to heal ourselves with. We only have Cram, and that's 20 health. We have a Nuka-Cola. But other than that, we have nothing. Okay, let's try this again, but this time I'm going to try a more tactical approach. And by that I mean, we're going to do some sniping. Okay, so far so good. Synth, behind you! Anyone else in the area? Yeah, there's a railroad heavy over there. And if I am not mistaken, all of these railroad units, all of them are using pipe-related weaponry, which is not exactly efficient. Is that our minigun Synth? I love that guy. I really hope he doesn't die. I'm sorry, minigun Synth, but somebody else is going to take up your marker and become the minigun Synthetic. Okay, my good man, you are going to win this battle single-handedly. You and your minigun. Look at him. He's dancing as he's laying waste to all of the railroad units. I love this Synthetic. This Synthetic is a glorious bastard. Right, come on, dude. We have something to do, and we have business to attend to. Okay, Nick, I know jumping down wasn't exactly my smartest option, but it was an option. Take off his face, take off his head, take off his head! This isn't good. Right, save. Just do a quick save. Hi! How can I deal with this guy? Oh yes, shotgun through the wall. That didn't do anywhere near as much damage as I was hoping. Right, here we go again. Okay, you might have had... You had a better advantage here. You had a rifle as well, and you didn't press your advantage, and that's the reason you died. Right, let's see if we can find anything that can heal us up. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like we can, unfortunately, so we are just going to carry on with our progress into the fortification, and we are hopefully going to find something that can heal us in the near future. Nick, you're using an Institute rifle. Nick's returning to the Institute ways. Okay, that's a turret. Around the corner, didn't really move, it's a turret. Right, Nick, I need you to go out there and deal with that. And look at that Synthetic heavy over there. The dude with a minigun providing a glorious amount of cover fire. Admittedly, every time his gun overheats, he will stop doing the covering fire, but when he is okay with his minigun's heat, he will help us out. Right, bandages us. Unfortunately, that won't be able to heal us. We're in a dire situation, everyone. We are in a dire situation. But the sooner we get to the Synthetics, the sooner this mission ends. Who are you? Oh, you're one of the synths. Hi there! Synth, F633. Let me talk to you.
Come on. I didn't do anything.
You're a synth. You're a rogue Synthetic. I need to take you back to the Institute. I'm sorry, but this is how it has to be. Right, everyone. All four of you. You have two options. Death or come back to the Institute. Going back to the Institute is logically the better option. You might not like it, and it might not be the option you wanted, but it's either that or death, and I don't want to do any unnecessary
I've
violence.
been looking for you.
No, I've got money. It's yours if you let me go.
No, I'm sorry.
F633. Initiate reset. Authorization code Delta 62 Arcus. You there, Synth.
Come on, please. Just don't.
I'm sorry.
3257. Initiate reset. Authorization code Theta 93 Stratus.
You two know what's coming, and truly I am sorry for this, but there's no other way.
Some moves.
Please, no.
It's going to be okay.
Initiate reset. Authorization code Beta 77 Tempest.
Here they are. Issue the reset codes and we'll relay back to the Institute.
Already doing it, my friend. Already doing it. You, Z322.
All right, Synth.
Please.
No,
Why don't you want to go back?
I don't know. I wanted my own life, I guess.
I'm sorry.
C322. Initiate reset. Authorization code Gamma 49 Typhoon.
That's all of them. Objective complete. Return to the town. Make sure all hostiles have been eliminated.
Okay,
We'll relay the synths back to the Institute.
got it, X4.
Upon your return, and good work.
I feel like shit for that. Really, I do.
Son,
You know, in all my years, I've never set foot outside the Institute. Not once. Since the day they brought me here. I've never had a reason. But now, this just confirms the truth I've always known. The Commonwealth is dead. There's no future here.
I agree with you.
All humanity lies below.
Again, I agree.
it's not so bad, really. People manage.
Perhaps. But at a cost too great to be worth it. Standing here, I'm reminded of how fortunate I am that I was spared a life in this wasteland. I know that to you, I was kidnapped from that vault. In truth, the Institute rescued me. Both of us, really.
Both of us.
They kept me alive, too.
They did.
I was the backup.
An infant with uncorrupted DNA. But if something were to go wrong, if I died, well, the Institute realized a contingency plan was prudent. Another source of pre-war DNA, preferably related to their primary subject. It only made sense that my parents should fill that role. So you were kept alive and safe within the vault.
Until I thawed out.
When I had you released from Vault 111, I had no expectations that you'd survive out here in all this. To not only do so, but manage to find me. To infiltrate the Institute itself. Extraordinary.
But you left me out.
So it was you.
You let me out even.
Yes. It was my decision.
I'm glad you did.
It was no longer necessary to keep you suspended. Well, I suppose I wanted to see what would happen. An experiment of sorts. Would the Commonwealth corrupt you? As it has everything else. Would you even survive? Perhaps most curious to me. Would you, after all this time, attempt to find me?
What was 60 seconds for you were mere minutes for me.
Well, here I am. Was it worth it?
I believe so. There are greater things to come after your success at Bunker Hill.
I wanted to talk to you about that.
Return and will be repurposed. Thank you for your work. I hope you weren't at too much risk.
I won't, but Sean, I'm not okay with that. I was okay with the previous mission you gave me because that was taking someone out who was running a raider gang. Those four, they only wanted a life for themselves.
There's always a risk.
Aye.
Well, you've passed the test, as they say. You have done well. Please, take this as a token of my appreciation. Our appreciation, really.
500 ball caps.
More involved in the future of the Institute. I'd like you to join me inside. The Directorate is meeting, and you should be there.
Okay. I will see you back.
It's time to go back in.
I'll see you back in the Institute. And we have hit level 20. Right, let's see what we can upgrade before we get on the go to the next mission. Can we upgrade gun nut? No, we can't upgrade science. So I think that we are going to go ahead and upgrade life giver for that slowly regen of health. And with that, I think it's time to call it an episode. That was fun. Admittedly, I didn't exactly like what we had to do towards the end, but it had to be done. And yeah. So, thank you for watching today's episode of Fallout 4. I am AutomaTitan, and I will see you next time.